because I'm going to do a little pumpkin carving. So, on a scale of 1 to 10, rate your pumpkin carving skills. I'm hoping tonight that I can show you a way to upgrade. I have been looking for a way to upgrade.
Hello, everybody.
Ooh, I gotta turn that off.
I'm going to do a project tonight. We're now.
There we go. I just need that there for. Okay, so we're going to use Couture to carve a pumpkin. Unfortunately, I don't have any of the newer transfers, but I do have this older transfer, and it has a spider on it. So I'm going to try and put this spider on here. So really what the transfer is going to do, I'm going to show you what this transfer is going to do. This is going to give you a template to cut out. So first things first, got to get the transfer out. I haven't used this transfer. The last time I used this transfer was last year, and I made a t-shirt that I gave to my daughter, which she absolutely loved, because, you know, anything weird and wacky she loves. So we are using this spider on the side. And I know the spider, when you look at it, you're going, but that spider, that's really complicated. I'm not going to use all of it, and I'm not going to use the lettering. But what I am going to do is I'm going to use the shape of the spider to cut it out. Now, the key to using these transfers and using the correct transfer is going to be how many little pieces, and this one's really complex. So how many of you have done that kind of thing? How many of you have already carved your pumpkins? Has anybody carved their pumpkins already? I'm going to carve this one, and I'm going to show you something that I learned watching YouTube. So let's go ahead and get this show on the road. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure my paste is looking okay. I think it is. I'm using black. Not because black is going to show, because honestly the paste is going to be wiped off after I'm done. So here we go. We're going to stick this on here. Hopefully this transfer still has some sticky. I'm going to go ahead, and I know I can't see, and yeah, of course it's going to be tough to stick on here. And I have this raised up, in case you guys didn't know, I have this raised up. So I'm just trying to stick it as best I can. And then I'm going to go ahead, came off, totally came off. This is one of the transfers that doesn't have a lot of stick left. I've used it quite a bit. And I'm just going to turn this to the side because I can't see it. I need to see it as I do this. And if you're out there, please do say hello. Please do say hello. So I'm going to go ahead and the key here is to get the spider I'm going to get the spider, and yes, it is a little tough because this transfer doesn't have a lot of stick. Probably should have brought some of my other stuff to help make it sticky, because it hasn't stuck to anything in a while. That's okay. I don't have to be perfect making this. It does not have to be perfect. just like that. Okay, let's pull it off and see how we did. It looks like it bled a lot because it doesn't have a lot of stick. Yeah, it bled too much. So it looks like a big splotch. But that's okay. I can wipe it off and use something else. So, notice, wiping the pumpkin off because that one didn't stick very well. And knowing me, I should have come up with a backup transfer, but I didn't. So, you guys give me just a second. I'm gonna go grab a different transfer that will stick because it'll be brand new. We're going to see what we have. Let's see. Probably not seeing anything. Just need something thick. Ah, there we go. Hey, I found something. I found something. A different transfer with more stick. Because this one doesn't have a lot, that one didn't have a lot of stick. So I'm going to turn this because that's still kind of wet. And we're going to go over here. And I'm going to pull out a new transfer. This one's brand new. The other one was, it's old. I've had it for a while and reused it many times. So, here we go. Now, these are a silk screen transfer. And they do have an adhesive on the back. And if you can see, there's a fabric in there. So they are reusable. They're already pre-designed. You don't have to go trying to design this stuff. It's already been done. The designer that we have, he is a top designer in the US. He's actually done design work for, I think, Pier 1 Imports and Target, as well as Couture. So you don't even have to do that stuff. And here's the thing, the funny thing is, some of the designs like the truck, we had the truck 2 years ago. It is very popular. And now you see the truck all over the place. All right, I'm gonna say that's good enough. And I know it's a little hard because I'm doing this over the side. But we're gonna go with it. I'm gonna try and make sure that I get this done and then come up here. I'm not trying to be perfect because this is gonna get carved out. So I just don't want it to bleed too much like the last one did. And when you're doing something that's curved like this, it's okay if part of it starts to lift off. Oops, I was trying to grab it by the top and I already carved out. So just give me a minute here. And you'll notice I'm picking it up and placing it back down so that I can get the pieces of the letter around those curves. So I'm going to get this, and I know it might be a little difficult to see. And when you're working around curved surfaces like this, it's important to let it give a little. So I need to get the A and this line. And then I'm going to concentrate on the keeping the letters even rather than this little pumpkin up here. So I am trying to make sure you can see it. Just like this. This has been in my head for that I wanted to do this about a week, 2 weeks. Yeah, actually longer. I've had the pumpkin for a week and it's like, I better get this done. Okay, now I'm going to turn it just so I can get that pumpkin that's right there lined up. So you'll notice I picked up the transfer. I picked this up and I let it bunch up here because it's going around this curved surface. So here we go. And you guys can hear my little cat in the background because I am in the kitchen. Ta-da! Okay, so far so good. It's a little bit wonky in some places, but that's okay. And I'm gonna real quick rinse this transfer off over here in the sink and just rinse it off. Come on. Just trying to get it rinsed off. And when I'm done rinsing it, I'll put it on a towel so that it can dry out with the sticky side up. We'll put the sticky side up. If I can get all the stuff off. I should have brought one of my cleaners in here, but I didn't. It's all right. It's not going to be as clean as I would like it, but that's all right. All that matters, had to get a towel. All that matters, and you guys can see, all that matters on this is that the silk screen is clean, which it is. The staining isn't going to affect how it works. So now that I have this on here, and yeah, it's a little blotchy in some places. Here's the secret weapon. A drill. Well, not this drill. Not this drill bit. I'm going to take that. I use this to clean stuff. I'm going to select, and this is something I saw online, and I thought, wait a minute. Really? You can use a drill on a pumpkin? So yeah, I just went, oh, that's ingenious. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select, we're going, I think I'm going to go with this size bit. It's a real small bit. It's like, I think this one is 5/64, 7/64. It's really tiny. It is really tiny, but that's okay. Ta-da! Now, this is where it's going to get. I'm going to follow the lettering. Just like this. And yes, it will get tedious because this is a small design. But you guys, you see the hint how I'm doing this? I'm just using the drill and I'm going to follow the lines all the way around, drilling pinholes. This is a little bit difficult while I'm standing here behind it. Just like that. And so let's wash that off. I want to see how this came out, this one letter. So far the S is there. And do I have a flashlight? Oh, I know. I have a flashlight in here. Let's see if we can see it. Oh, it helps if I clean it out more, huh? I can see the holes in here. It needs to be cleaned out more. But we'll keep going. So let me go ahead. And as I'm doing this, you guys, tell me down below what kinds of things are you going to do for Halloween with everything that's going on. It's a little hard on the little ones to not be able to there we go. There we go. That's getting better. It is a little hard on the little ones. My granddaughter herself is, you know, she has her costume. You guys, she has her costume. And it is stinking cute. And she's wearing it already. There we go. The letter's coming out much better. Much better. So let's go ahead. I'm going to take out the pumpkin that's on the top. Let's see if I can get that. I'm just going to follow it around and drill holes all the way down. Ugh. And we'll keep going. And then I'll show you guys the pumpkin that's coming along here. This will take me a while, and I probably will not finish this during this video because it is big. There we go. We're coming up that. That helps. Just getting this holes in. There we go. You guys, I'm getting a lot of stuff all over here, but we're starting to see progress here. Starting to see some progress. let's go up here and here. There. Let's see if I got it. And yes, lots and lots of black. We're getting some, the lines up the top are coming out. Give thanks. My K. Let's see if I can get my K. And we'll go across. Like this. I want to get there. So it is tedious. I'm not gonna kid you guys. This is gonna be tedious. I'm not gonna make you guys watch the whole thing, but there we go. It's starting to come along. I can show you guys the finished product when I'm done. I don't think I physically can stand here and do this sideways like this, holding the drill, but you get the idea. And this is just one design. If you wanted to use just use a marker and draw something on it, you could do that. And use a drill to get your holes going and get it working. I saw a video, and in the video they made Tinkerbell. They did the cutting out, and then they made sprinkles coming across, like, you know, Tinkerbell glitter. I guess that's what you would call it. And that's where the idea came from. So I'm going to finish this. I'm not going to make you guys watch for an hour while I do this. But I will come back and show you guys the finished product when I'm done. I hope this gives you an idea of something that you can do at home, just using a drill. It is possible, obviously, to use some of the other types of power tools, and there are smaller drills. This one's just what I have, so that's what I'm using. So with that said, I am going to let you guys go and watch for the finished product.